Will Smith has been banned for a full decade from the Academy Awards after slapping Chris Rock in the face. A full decade, 10 years for this slap that happened on national TV that basically showed most of us that pay attention to Hollywood their elite mentality. They feel like they're above the law. They feel like they are above the rules. They feel like they can do and say whatever they want and get away with it. And all this Will Smith situation was more of Hollywood being Hollywood. But this time it really embarrassed them and it made them look really, really bad, and they could not control the narrative following this slap because of the viral mentality that happened, how many people were talking about it, and how big it got. And that's the best part of all of it, is that Hollywood got embarrassed by this situation. Now, there's been a lot of discussion about Will Smith and his relationship with his wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, and there's a lot to discuss with that. But this specific video, we're going to try to focus in on the Academy's decision to ban Will Smith for 10 years. We're over here on TMZ, and it says it right there. And it says the Academy's Board of Governors met Friday, and after the vote, the Academy President and CEO, the Board of Governors has decided for a period of 10 years, Mr. Smith shall not be permitted to attend any Academy events or programs in person or virtually, including but not limited to the Academy Awards. He continued during the telecast, we did not adequately address the situation in the room. For this, we are sorry. This was an opportunity for us to set an example for our guests, viewers, and our Academy family around the world, and we fell short, unprepared for the unprecedented. The Prez went on to thank Chris Rock. We want to express our deepest gratitude to Mr. Rock for maintaining his composure under extraordinary circumstances. TMZ broke the story, yada, yada, yada. Our sources told us the Academy lied about asking Will Smith to leave the Dolby Theater after the slap. Turns out it was the exact opposite, as the show's producer, Will Packer, told Will he could stay. The Academy was slammed for getting caught in the lie, so this disciplinary hearing also served as its best way to make good for an at best fumbled response. And yeah, this is really what this comes down to. Now, I know a lot of people's like, oh, this is rigged, this was set up. It was never set up. And I don't know how anyone could watch this play out, watch the reaction play out, and come to that conclusion. I understand not trusting Hollywood. I understand not trusting them and not giving them the benefit of the doubt. But common sense would tell you this was not staged. Hollywood doesn't have the storytelling ability to pull this off. Also, considering where it took place during the Academy Awards, it wasn't going to help them in the ratings. This hurt them so bad. This was not them staging anything. This was Hollywood elites being Hollywood elites, and it finally poured over and embarrassed them. That's what happened. It was never staged. And we told you this over and over again, that it wasn't staged. It was never staged. Chris has been mostly mum over the whole thing, telling a crowd of his comments. Yeah, we heard about that. And I think Chris Rock's the only person that comes out of this looking good. He's the only person. Everyone else looks terrible. Hollywood looks terrible. The Academy looks terrible. Will Smith looks awful. Jada Pinkett Smith looks even worse. Everyone looks bad except for Chris Rock. Chris Rock handled it like a true professional. I'm not sure many people could have handled that situation the way he did, but he handled it like a true professional. Will Smith and his ego finally got the best of him, but that's just like most people in Hollywood. He has an ego problem. He is an elitist, and he thinks that he is above everything, just like most people in Hollywood. Now, as I said, there's a lot of stuff about Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith in their past. Here's a video clip. We've talked about this recently, but this right here gives you a little bit of an insight into that relationship.
So, Will, you know Esther Perel is coming to the table. She's going to be at the red table. Would you say she has been instrumental in you and I redefining our relationship?
I would say don't just start filming me without asking me.
Oh, my goodness.
If you could film me.
Esther, come help us again, please. I'm still dealing with foolishness.
Because she don't just...
Would you say that she helped us heal the hurts that we caused between one another?
My social media presence is my bread and butter, okay? So you can't just use me for social media and not, don't just start rolling. I'm standing in my house. Don't just start rolling.
Please watch us stare at the red table because she's helped us a lot. Can't you tell?
I mean, these people are deranged, and this is pretty common for Hollywood. And so I don't know what's going to happen with Will Smith. I have no idea. I'm not here to give relationship advice. That's not my job. But I mean, clearly Will Smith's in a bad place, okay? He's in a very bad place, but my issue isn't that he's in a bad relationship. Plenty of people are in them. Other people are in great relationships. It's really not my business to get involved in that. My situation here is how Hollywood people continue to try and preach to everyone else about how great they are and how terrible everyone else is. They spent this whole entire production with the Oscars and trying to virtue signal and preach and all of that nonsense. And of course, it got overshadowed by this because their egos finally got in the way. But the Academy has suspended him for 10 years. We will continue to see how this all plays out. What a complete and total disaster for Hollywood, and it couldn't happen to a worse group of people. You guys have a great day. Thank you very much for checking out this video, and we will talk to you later.